Day 2, take 2. What I did was I updated the map so that it was closer to the edges, and this is good and bad. It's not exactly precise, as you can well imagine. So what that means was that in some corners and along some edges, it ended up getting stuck or hitting the deck or whatever. So lesson learned, I will still have to edge as much as I was trying to avoid it. When I do my next map, I'll leave a little bit more space around all the edges. Another thing is in corners like this, when I mapped it, I drove the robot in here and then backed it out and then turned it around and got it to do what I want to do. It didn't like that. When it wants to mow in and then a turnaround in this space, that meant it was hitting things. So I'll show another space. This space here, I wanted the robot to drive in, mow, and drive back out, but instead it drove in, tried to turn around, and hit the bricks. So again, I can't get this thing to edge, but it can still get into tighter spaces than a riding lawnmower. Also, it's not a Roomba. Like, it's not a robot vacuum cleaner that just hits things and bounces off. I learned that by hitting it against way too many things, this picnic table being one of them. When I did a no-go zone, oh, well, yeah, it's not gonna interact with it right now. I did a no-go zone just around these legs and then separately around the far legs. So that way, hypothetically, it'll still mow in between. Another edging problem, when it got too close to the edge with this ivy, this got wrapped all around the wheels and it got stuck. So I had to come and free it. The other thing that happened was it ran out of battery and it did just what you would want it to do. It came back, found its charger, charged itself. Notably, it paused the work that it was doing, paused the lawn mowing, and then when it was recharged enough, it picked up right where it left off. With this updated map, it did better. There's still this like random tuft of grass right here that it doesn't want to mow. So what I did was I told it to mow a crisscross pattern. In large part, that's because I'm wondering if it'll come back and get this. I don't think it will. I think it's just because of the shape of this map, and maybe I'll put a screenshot of the map shape, but it kind of mows this a little bit differently than it does the open yard where it can do its clear lines and crisscross. So I'll let you know if it does it, but I don't think it's going to, and that's okay. Again, it's still better than how I mow my own lawn by myself.